back to the channel. Today we're doing 3 Wainwrights in the Western Fells. Right, let's check it out on the map. We start our ascent to Middle Fell, which is steady and becomes a little steeper near the top. After summiting our first Wainwright, it's a descent of 100 metres before our toughest climb of the walk, 150 metres up to Seatallan. This is an easy descent and field walk. We then head left to our third Wainwright, Buckbarrow. This Wainwright offers great views down to the sea, and after summiting our third Wainwright, we continue on down into the valley. We're once again back at the start point. We're starting today's walk in Greendale, and there's parking here for probably 20 vehicles or so, and the bus also comes to this area. So if you haven't got a vehicle, you can just get the bus. I'll put it in the description for you. We're following Greendale Gill, which is just at the side there, but you can't quite see it from here. It's a little steep going up, and when we can look out though, you've got up to Scafell Pike over here and Scafell, then Ilgill Head just behind us, and Wast Water. When we're up on Middle Fell, we'll get a better look of the Scafell range and then down to Wast Water. The walk up to Middle Fell is a rise for about 450 metres, so it's pretty steep for a first incline. But yeah, that's a lot of the hike done for today. So we'll head up and then we'll head back down the other side here eventually to the buildings, then back to the van. It's the middle of spring in the lakes. So the gorse is there, lighting up the hillside, all the way back down to Wast Water. So easy enough trail to spot up here, and then we're continuing up to Middle Fell. If you continue on, you'll come level with the Gill, but we're not going to go up there. This is our route up today, so just off path. And again, if you do find yourself right next to the Gill, you've gone a little bit too far. And I can tell you that because I've just gone past it, because this path is not very obvious, and we just sort of headed up blindly looking at the Gill as we went up. But when we're coming back down, this is our route we'll take going across and back to the start point. Steady up on this first bit. You've got that view of Wast Water just behind me there, and between 250 and 350 gets a little bit steep, so that's a bit of a test to later on. So a little bit steeper, 400 metres, then it'll shallow out. You probably can't tell on camera at the moment, but it's about 25 miles an hour with the winds. So you know at Wast Water it's going to be bad because the water's choppy. Tonight we're going to stay in the camper van in Wasdale Head car park, so you can park there overnight for free and pop into the pub at the end as per usual. But yeah, been doing the camper van. It was a van, I've converted it because I can't afford to buy a camper van. So converted it, and that is pretty much done now. So that'll be probably the third night out in it, but the first one we've actually got electricity and stuff. This is the stiffer climb, which is about 100 metres or so, but you have got that fantastic view to admire all the way over to the sea. Alison's seen a few photos today, so I'll put in links to her Instagram. Taking them to your photography course, aren't you?
Yeah, I've not really had time to do anything.
Now's your chance. Oh, there you go, just looking back. And that's Ilgill Head and Wimrig, and we did that a few weeks ago, so if you want to see a video on that, I'll pop it in the description for you. And on tomorrow's video, or next week as we call it in the trade, we're going to go from Slight Side over to Scafell. The way up here, this is less trodden than the main path we were on before. So a little bit grassy, it's perfectly dry today, so that's good, but otherwise might be a little bit muddy underfoot. If you're doing this as a late one, then the pub down at Wasdale Head, that serves food till 8:30, so we're hoping to get in there for the last orders really. So that is a stiff Hope you are going to notice it. How's that for you? Hot. We're in the Western Fells today, and this will complete the area for me. These are the last 3 I have to get over here before I'm complete, and it was the last area for Wainwright to complete himself. And in the book he says it's one of his favourite areas, well, his favourite area of the lot. It is volcanic around here, of course, which is why it's quite sharp on the scenery, as you can see behind me there. A little bit of the old cotton grass today. If you want to see these photos, they'll be on Alison's Instagram. And that'll be out at the exact same time as this video.
Oh, no pressure.
Look at that wondrous view there. Woo! You can just see the sun shining off the Irish Sea. Fantastic. After that steep 100-ish, then it shallows out and it's a reasonably gentle run to the top. Just so you can see it behind me there, so it's not too bad. 100 metres or so to go, and we'll summit our first one of these 3 Wainwrights. Got about 80 metres to go height-wise. There's Ilgill Head over there.
Done that.
We did that the other week, didn't we?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy that one?
Yeah. Nothing like
Did you like?
big time.
Yeah, Benmore Town's the other side of it. And we'll be there actually on the next video because we're doing Slight Side, then Scafell. Just getting to the summit. Wast Water's appeared behind me, so that's good to see. And we'll see that more in just a sec, but I'm just spotting the little gap there. So you can see the gap in the middle, and that's Scafell Pike to Scafell. And you can see it's going to be Mickledore coming down, and then the Lord's Rake going up. You enjoyed that, didn't you? Oh look, there's Sellafield behind you. It's just on the coastline there. Yeah, the Mickledore and Lord's Rake. It's a grade 1 scramble, essentially, both of them. So one of the reasons doing the Scafell one tomorrow is because someone was asking me how do I get to Scafell without having to go down Mickledore and then up Lord's Rake. So this one from Slight Side tomorrow will be an alternative. So if you don't want to do those scrambles, and that's understandable if you check out the video, then you can just go up Slight Side and then follow it over to Scafell, and that'll avoid the Lord's Rake for you. But if you do want to do it, then check out the video. I'll give you a bit more insight into it. Alison did it as well, didn't you? Yeah, we just weren't on the video here. That was in the old days when you didn't want to be on the videos. As you can see, a bit grassy, then that's our summit. And then we're over to Seatallan, which is just over there. As we're coming up here, you can just see, if you look at the gap there between Ilgill Head and Slight Side, you can just see roughly where the old man of Coniston will be and Primfell around there, so that's that range. Let's check it out then. So there we go, Scafell Pike on the left and Scafell on the right. You've got Slight Side down here, and we'll be up there on next week's trek. Final few metres to do. As you can see behind me, that is nowhere near great view, but it's pretty shallow at this point, so it levels off. Up this mighty slab, and we will be at the top. There it is, just coming into sight. And Middle Fell is so named because it's in the middle of Buckbarrow and Buckbarrow, just as you're looking at it from the water. Have you done it? You beat me. Let's give it a tap then. Up. There you go. And we've got Great Gable in the background there, and Kirkfell. So got videos on those if you want to see them. What have you got now? Looks like a hedgehog.
Hello.
As we come off, we'll head down past Greendale Tarn and then we'll go up to Seatallan. So it's a drop of about 100 metres or so, then up a little bit further to 150. This will be red pike, and that's part of the Mosedale Horseshoe. Alison's legging off on me there. So going down, it's about 100 from the top down to the plateau, and then we're up about 150. And that's the top of Seatallan. The surface as you're coming down, it's quite dry for us today, but it is a bit spongy, so I guess if you're coming on a wet day, it's going to be a little bit muddy. But so you're dropping down towards the tarn now, so a bit more water about. Oh yeah, we're just figuring out if we're seeing anybody, and there was somebody right at the start point, but that's it. There's nobody else. We're doing it quite late in the day though, so that's probably why. But this is a quieter area of the lakes, as you can imagine, and it is kind of difficult accommodation wise around here as well if you're travelling over. So you can stay at the hotel, but they also have a camping field, and it's about £6 to camp in that field if you wish. Well, I think it is £6 to camp in that field. And that is much cheaper than the one which is National Trust, because the National Trust ones you need to have 2 days, and most people that are just coming up for one overnight, so you don't really need 2 nights. So yeah, the Wasdale Head Inn is definitely a place you can go to get a cheap bit of camping, and it's a pub, so that's also handy for a bit of a sit down and something to refresh yourself with. This is the very bottom then when we hit these rocks, and then we're just tracking it straight up pretty much. Yeah, you got this lovely cotton this time of year. I do like the cotton, but it also indicates the ground's quite marshy, so it's a little bit squelched. You can probably see off Alison's boot there, a bit of water coming up, but it's absolutely fine really. This is the tarn just out to the side here, so we're walking around that to complete this loop. So you can just see the little run there, which is pretty steep for about 100 metres. So just take it easy on that bit. That's the last reel up for the day though, so that should be fine. We can always look back at that view there. Again, it's reasonably straightforward going, but it is steep, so you'll notice it. And then a bit of a tester further up. Enjoying that?
Loving it.
Steep in it?
Yeah.
Wow, what have you back there? Look at that. Alison was just saying this isn't as bad as it looks. It is steep, mind, but yeah, it looked like it was just a grass run up from the other side, but clearly it's not. It's a nice path. So because it's stable and got the rocks in, it's pretty straightforward to do. But yeah, it is steep, so don't blame me. So 90 metres to go on the climb. Just getting a bit of Wast Water there, just creeping in. And as I say, you've got the break there for Lord's Rake and Mickledore. Still, as you're coming up, this bit becomes very steep indeed. And it remains like that for another 20 metres or so, then we level out. Quite a pull up this bit. Woo! Soon be there though. And then that's 2 Wainwrights for the day captured. Then we'll be on to our third. So a few stops on this one coming up. Wow. Here's our top then, the summit of Seatallan. You're underwhelmed by the tops?
Yeah. Very much.
Oh, not enjoying the quality of your tops. Well, this one's Seatallan and we're going to summit it. There you go, you can just see it coming up in the distance there. No, it's not that. Yeah, that would be underwhelming, I can appreciate that. Little spike in the ground. But yeah, from Seatallan you can see the sea. We're flat on the top, little gentle walk, and we're there. Stand out your way. There we go with the photography again. In fact, look at that behind there. Absolutely fantastic. That is stunning. Well, this is the trig point. There we go. Dunk. And the summit's over there. Or is that the summit? That might be the summit we've walked past before, actually. Oh well, we've been to it anyway. This is a crumbly pile of bits. It's a wind shelter. Let's get off it then. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, give it a tap. There you go. Wow. We're leaving Seatallan, and in Old Cumbric it means Allen's High Pasture. I'll put it on the screen so you can see it. To get to Buckbarrow, it couldn't be easier really. You can see this is a big field, and hence the name of Seatallan as essentially Allen's Field. So a lot of this is descent now.
Yep.
What do you think of the walk?
Good.
Good so far?
Yeah. Easy enough. Apart from the steep up.
Yeah, there's quite a steep up. Yeah, apart from that, a steep up and a bit of a steep up on the first one.
Yeah.
But it is a decent run round, yeah.
I'm very lucky with the weather today.
Yeah, we're lucky with the weather. It was supposed to be some clouds today, but there's absolutely none. You can see, I mean, Scafell Pike's the highest thing there in the background, and there's absolutely no cloud on it. So, great day, and hopefully we've got the same coming up for the next adventure.
Yes.
This last section, as you're walking down to Buckbarrow, it really is a field walk, and it's very gentle. So after those quite significant ups, it's a nice easy second half to the walk. So we passed this cairn. This area is Cap Beelds, and we're heading straight towards Ilgill Head there. Well, that's not it, it's Wainwright. That's Wainwright there. Ilgill Head's just there. So straight towards Wainwright, and then we'll find ourselves on Buckbarrow. If you're doing your Wainwrights, and you probably are if you're watching this, then just let me know which is your favourite set of fells out of the 7. Because yeah, this does take some beating. And a few sheep there just enjoying the last hours. Yeah, we're going up to the summit there, but this is a nice easy grassy path. And the second half really is quite simple. This summit cairn you can see here, that's Glade Howe. There we are then, Glade Howe, which is not a Wainwright, but nice to see anyway. What a view out that is. This really is the edge of the fells. So Buckbarrow, it's just ahead of us here, just a short walk.
Pile of stones on a blob.
A pile of stones on a blob. I think that's exactly how Wainwright puts it in his book. This run over for us in the spring, it's been quite decent underfoot, but there's some cotton grass around, and they are an indicator, as I say, of bogginess. So
It will be very boggy though, so it's wet.
yeah, it will be boggy. It feels spongy underfoot at the moment, but it's not wet. But definitely on a winter's day or autumn, it will be. Still, that is your lookout as you work your way over to Buckbarrow. There we go then. Third and final Wainwright of the day, Buckbarrow. And what a view. Way. There you go. Heading off Buckbarrow, and the name is from either, book as in the Old English word for book, but not that kind of reading book, but the animal, or bok, I think, which is Old Norse for goat. So it could be Hill of the Buck or Hill of the Goat. Fairly easy off now. Well, there's a steep bit on it, to be honest, but we'll come to that in a minute. You can see Wast Water just there though. So we've come down here so far, and you can either go that way to the right, but if you go right down there, you'll end up having to do a road walk at the end. So we're going to go left, and that'll take us to join the path a little bit that we're coming up on. A little bit of rockiness as you come off. Right, so we're heading our way, and you can see from where we were this morning when we came up here that it's just down there, and then that takes us back to the van. So just heading down here a bit, we'll get to the gill, and the van's just over there. And this down that's a bit steeper, it's about 200 metres, then we'll be right at the van. Again, if you've not got a vehicle, then where I'm starting from here, that is a bus stop, and I'll put the information in the description for you if you need that. So that's the steepness, just give you an idea of it, because if you're doing this, that's really why I'm doing the videos, so I can show you what's going on. And then following it down, probably another 50 metres, and then it sort of levels out. That tree's out in bloom. That's full of flower, isn't it? Looks like a hawthorn. It's there with the little falls just nestling in the valley, and as the gill comes down, just gets a bit of extra interest to this walk. If you're into your wild swimming, you just pop in there if you want. There's a little pool just here. If you've done this or are thinking of doing it, just pop it in the comments if you wish, and if you've got any questions, just let me know. There's more information in the description for you, so check that out as well if you're thinking of doing this in the future. We are of course popping to the pub after, so have a think about what you want, and I'll see you in there. I think there are some lambs out, actually I can hear some in the field down there. No lambs on the fells, just in the fields. Oh, a little bit rocky. That's 3 more Wainwrights, what do you reckon?
It was really good, enjoyed it.
Yeah?
Recommended.
Yeah, it's only 4.5 hours, under 4.5 hours for us, even messing about with the drone and stuff.
Yeah,
So,
it's good.
yeah. Yeah, half a day. So yeah, definitely a good one, that, well worth doing. If you enjoyed it, then just click on the like, and that helps me out because it spreads it out to more people, and you're helping them out as well because they can see it. And if you're not subscribed but you enjoyed the video, then if you click on subscribe in the corner, then you'll see the next ones as they come up. It doesn't cost anything, it's just like clicking follow on something, so it'll just keep you informed when the new videos come out. I'm going to the pub now, so we'll see you in there. Have a think about what you want, and we're going to have a bit of food as well. I'll just show you this. As you come down, you've got this quite wide bench here, and the builder is Joss Naylor, MBE, so that is on behalf of Stevie Cliff and Wincliffe. And down here you've also kind of got his signature, because there's the handprint. There you go. That's done well today. Imprint of Joss Naylor 2024. Good on him. So we're just popping over this bridge and we're there. Sheep going looking for some evening food. I think they are just probably escaping all the little ones. Here we go. There's the little babies.